So if you're catching me on replay, I am going to be quiet just for a few moments till people start to pop on. But if you are not catching me on replay, welcome. If you are catching me on replay, drop it in the comment section if you're on Facebook or if you're on the YouTube channel. But welcome in. Hi. Hi. How are you? Hey, Adrian. So I'm giving everybody just a moment to kind of pop on and things of that nature, and then I am going to go on ahead and get started. Hi, Facebook. So now that people are starting to pop on, I'm going to go on ahead and introduce myself. Thank you so much for all the love, Adrian. But I'm going to go on ahead and introduce myself, let you guys know who I am, what we're going to be doing, all of that kind of fun stuff. I actually forgot to put on my mic. So let me go on ahead and connect that bad boy and see if she's going to work. Actually, so give me just a hot second. So welcome in, everybody. Give me a hot minute, TikTok, and I'm going to get y'all set up. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Shelly. I forgot to put this on here, so I'm trying to get it connected. So sorry about y'all's luck. Get y'all plugged in, so give me a second. TikTok, can you guys hear me? Yes, no, maybe so. Let me know. Can y'all hear me? Yes. Yay, I am about to just start. Good evening. Yay. Okay, so I'm going to start introducing who I am now, but my name is Nataushia. A lot of people know me as the Seated Cardio Queen. Now, I started my weight loss journey, and I used to weigh over 500 pounds. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm not there anymore. I've lost over 280 pounds in my weight loss journey. And what I do now is I provide seated cardio workout routines. So we're literally going to work out in a seated position. Praise God, right? So if you need low impact, beginner friendly, or just a modification, baby, I got you covered. You go, girl. Let's all go, because guess what? We matter. No matter what anybody says, no matter how anybody treats us, no matter how much you're rejected, torn down, or belittled, baby, let me tell you right now, I'm one person that's going to lift you up, because I know what it's like to be cast out, to be unwanted. So I've created all-inclusive routines because I know what it's like to not feel wanted and to be left out. So what I do is I make sure everybody is included, because I don't want anybody to feel like they ain't got a place. But you got a place when it comes to seated cardio. I don't care if you got mobility issues. I don't care if you have a wheelchair situation. Guess what? We can still all work out. Thank you guys so much for the gifts as well, TikTok. But what we're going to do is we're going to have 14 exercises. Hey, Meg. Hey, thank you so much for my microphone, by the way, sweetheart. I love you. But what we're going to do is we'll have the 14 exercises, 3 rounds. We're going to exercise for 30 seconds per exercise with 10-second breathers. When I hit this chair, I will not be coming back up here to communicate, chat, do all that kind of fun stuff. Hey, Grace. Thank you for sharing our live today. So what I'll be doing is I will be timing all of our exercises. So I'll be seated right back there doing our fun things. Now, what will happen is if my moderators come on, Karen sometimes answers questions, Grace will sometimes answer questions, Meg, Sharon, Megan, like everybody. Like I have so many amazing people that have been thugging it out with me all these years. But we're going to literally work out seated. I don't expect you to keep up with me. I don't expect you to do anything other than what is your best pace. So yes, we're exercising for 30 seconds. I don't expect you to do 30 reps. I'm going to keep it real. I used to be over 500 pounds. So if this is your first time working out with me, just give me your best effort. So maybe today you can do 2. Maybe tomorrow you can do 3. Challenge Wednesday will be challenging, but I promise you can do it. Whew. I don't need no kisses. I don't need no kisses. I don't need no love, because I love myself enough to not need anybody to send me a single kiss. But thank you so much for the offer, YouTube. I appreciate it, okay? You can keep them kisses to yourself. But anyways, What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go on ahead and pop a squat back here, and we're gonna get the party started, all right? Hi dear, thank you for today. I'm so happy you're here, Arts by Rocky, but I'm going on ahead and I'm gonna go hit this chair and we're gonna get to rumble in, okay? I'm gonna bring YouTube down, I'm gonna bring y'all down. Thank you, Meg, I love you. Now once we get this party going, can y'all hit that share button for me? I'm bringing everybody down. Facebook, y'all coming down too. We going down, down, baby. Now I gotta bring YouTube down. People trying to send me kisses. Bro, please. I don't need no kisses. I can be my own kiss. Big facts. I'll make sure y'all can see this chair so y'all can see me. There we go. Now, if you want to send me donations, you can send me donations in place of that kiss, sweetheart. That's what you can do. Thank you. But anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to sit at the edge of our chair. We're going to focus on trying to keep our back off the back of our chair. We're also going to focus on trying to keep our core tight as much as we possibly can. Now, with that being said, I don't think I read our routine. So before we get going, I'll let you know what it is. But with that being said, keeping your core tight simply means if you have ever sucked your stomach in to take a selfie and look skinny, that's what keeping our core tight is, okay? But I want you to remember to breathe. Make sure you have something to stay hydrated with. Make sure you can wipe your little sweat off because you're going to sweat. All right? But let's say you have to use the back of your chair some. Don't beat yourself up because in the beginning when I had to do seated cardio, I had to use the back of my chair too because I didn't have the core strength developed yet to keep my back off the back of my chair. So don't beat yourself up if you have to utilize the back of that chair, okay? But I'm going to go ahead and track this routine as high intensity interval training on my Apple Watch. You can track it as whatever you want to track it as I don't mind, okay? That's your routine. This is my routine, but I'm sharing it with you. We're going to start off with tapsies, go into out and ups. We have uppercuts, jump rope, back jack, cross knee, tap to elbow, chicken jack, knee slicer, block jack, jog, battle ropes, underleg jacks, eagles, and then last reach and step. Now, I am going to show you seated quick feet. I'm going to show you shoulder press, and I'm going to show you seated jacks. So if there's an exercise that is full-on leg engagement, if you cannot engage your legs, please utilize one of those options because I have a lot of friends with mobility issues. I have a lot of friends that are in wheelchairs. So what I do in the beginning of every single routine now is I keep that in mind and I show different alternatives. So if it's a full-on leg engagement exercise, you have an alternative. So there's not going to be an excuse of, well, I don't know what to do. Baby, if you're here when I start, yes, you do. Okay? But we have seated quick feet. So if you have engagement of your legs, I like to do seated quick feet, arms out in front. What that does is it helps engage your core, all that kind of fun stuff. Now, if you can't have your arms up, you do what you can do. All right? But we're also going to have seated jack. Okay? Or we have not battle ropes, but we have shoulder press. If you guys can't tell, I've lost a lot of weight because I got the little wings. I can fly away. Who needs to drive or ride an airplane when I can flap and go anywhere I want to? But anyway, to do the shoulder press, you're going to keep your arms parallel with the floor. You're going to go up, down, okay? So you're not stopping here and coming up like this. You're not doing this right here. You're keeping parallel. Up, down. Now, if you want to use resistance bands, if you want to use free weights, if you want to use wrist weights, whatever you want, you can. I don't do that because I understand not everybody has access to that equipment, okay? But up next, well, our first exercise is tapsie. That's down, out, up, in, down, out, up, in, okay? So I'm going to start our timer and we're going to get this party going. But we have got 30 seconds of tapsies. Let's go. So remember, it's down, out, up, in, down, out, up, in. Let's go. But if y'all don't know my name is Nataushia. I'm known as the seated cardio queen because if you can't tell, I'm exercising in the seated position. Had I not injured my ankle after losing 200 pounds, I would not be right here. But I was like, I need a way to still get in cardio, take your breather, and get my routine in. So I created these exercises. Well, these routines. Out and ups is next. You're going to start in the center. Out. In. Up. Down. out, in, up, down. Remember, if you have leg issues, this is where you can do jacks or whatever. But we have 30 seconds of out, in, ups. Starting now, let's go. Out, in, up, down. Out, in, up, down, okay? But I lost again around 200 pounds. I started to do research on TikTok, YouTube, and Google. That's where I was able to compile exercises, but I could not find routines. Now that I've started to do seated cardio and share my routines free of charge Monday through Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, take your breather. Now there is a slew of seated routines. It's crazy, but I still provide mine for free and just accept donations. Up next is uppercuts. So we're gonna knock that out for 30 seconds. Starting now. But I hope that you understand this is really low impact. This is really beginner friendly, because a lot of people are like, where do I need to start? Today, now, yesterday, whenever you want to. I'm not gonna force you, but I'm gonna keep it 1,000. Don't wait. Don't keep being like, oh, well, I'm gonna just go on ahead and keep eating however I want. I'm gonna keep doing whatever it is I wanna do. Take your breather. That ain't how it's gonna roll. Change now. All right. We got jump rope, option 1. Option 2, we're bouncing on our tippy toes. Option 3, no leg engagement, but keeping that core tight. We're gonna knock this out. Thank you so much for all the gifts. We've got 30 seconds. Let's go. Option 1. Thank you, TikTok. Option 2, bounce on those tippy toes. Thank you, TikTok. Option 3, no legs. But you're gonna choose whatever option works the best for you. I don't know who is sending me all these gifts, baby. Thank you. Whew. All right, back jack is next. But you just gotta keep going. You got it. Now take that breather. Back jack is next. We have back jack option 1. Back jack option 2, step it out. Back jack option 3 is no leg engagement. So as you need to increase the intensity, that's when you're going to engage your legs if you have that ability, okay? But we've got 30 seconds. Let's get it. But a lot of people also ask me, how have you lost over 280 pounds? I started by changing my lifestyle. I started by lowering my carbs and sugars and increasing my protein. I eventually got gastric sleeve at 440 pounds. And then I've continued to use my tools effectively. Now, take that breather. Now, what I will say is my appetite came back with a vengeance, so I started to add in supplements. I lost 41 pounds in 5 weeks just drinking my coffee and my instant detox tea. Up next is going to be our cross knee tap, elbow. Cross knee tap, elbow, or just cross knee tap. All right, you're gonna pick whatever works best for you and your skill level, and we're gonna knock it out together. We have got 30 seconds starting now. So cross knee tap, elbow, cross knee tap, elbow. But if you heard me say I've lost 41 pounds in 5 weeks drinking my Delgado coffee and our ASO detox tea, and you might be interested in it, I do have that pinned on my Linktree account, and you'll be able to get that for yourself as well. I actually had another person get it too, and she was down 3 pounds, take your breather, in 3 days. And I talked to her today, and she's down 4 pounds in 4 days. We have chicken jack option 1. Chicken jack option 2, chicken jack option 3. But what I love is the fact that I can share the products that help me and suppress my appetite to make me not want to eat, because that was my problem. I couldn't get full. I didn't feel like anything worked. And then I found supplements that suppress my appetite and help me. But it's time for us to do our chicken jacks. We got 30 seconds. Let's go. So you have option 1. Thank you, TikTok. Option 2 is just stepping it out. Option 3 is no legs. But if you need access to that link, it is in my Linktree account, and you'll be able to have that. So you can find my Linktree account on my Facebook, or you can find my link on my profile, or take a breather, or you can also find it on the top of my TikTok account at the very top where it says Linktree. Now up next is going to be our knee slicer. Phrase that needs a challenge, you're going to slam. If slamming that low is still challenging, you're going to do this. Alright, you're going to choose whichever option works the best for you. We're going to knock that out for 30 seconds. Starting now. So slice, slice, slice. Or slam. But I really do love finding tools that help me because I know what it's like to struggle. I know what it's like to want to have to eat the whole house down and then go to Taco Bell and buy everything else and go to Walmart and buy cake and banana pudding and all the things that we're not supposed to have. But yet, we do it anyway. Because that's what we're accustomed to, just feeding ourselves. Take your breather. And doing whatever we can to fill our appetite. Sometimes not in the healthy way. We have block jack, option 1. Option 2. Option 3, no legs. Alright, we're gonna knock this exercise out for 30 seconds. Let's get it. But we do exercise in the chair the entire time, 30 seconds per exercise. Then we take 10-second breathers. And then at the end we do stretches and then a breathing exercise, and we are all done, okay? But the beauty in this, you don't have to keep up with me. All I ask is you give me your best effort. That's it. Because I know what it's like to give your all. Take a breather and be told that it's not good enough. That what you're doing isn't right in all aspects of my life. So I understand if you're giving your best, it's what you mean, and I believe you. Up next is going to be jog. Option 1. Option 2, pump, pump, pump. Now again, if leg engagement is challenging, please do a seated jack, do something that's going to get that heart rate up and elevated. But we have 30 seconds. Seated jog, starting now. Now I've been torn down a lot in my life. I've been overweight a huge portion of my life. So that's one of the reasons why I come on my platforms, YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook, and do what I do, say what I say, and try to make all-inclusive platforms so that everyone has a safe space. Because I know rejection. I know rejection and not having communication. Take your breather. I know what it feels like to be laughed at. I know all the things. We have battle rope next. So what I refuse to do is do that to anybody else. Because I've gone through it, been through it, and I don't feel like anybody deserves to feel like they don't have a place that they belong. Because this world is filled with evil, vindictive, nasty, heartless individuals. And that's not what I'm here for, because I refuse to make anybody else feel the way that I feel or the pain that they place upon me, because I don't deserve it, and nor do you. So if you need a safe zone, baby, you fell in the right zone, all right? But what we're going to do is our battle ropes for 30 seconds, starting now. So I hope you understand. You matter. I don't care if you're 500 plus pounds. I don't care if you're 500 or less. Your scale will never dictate your worth. The color of your skin will never dictate your worth. Who you date will never dictate your worth. Who you marry will never dictate your worth. How you color your hair will never dictate your worth. It is your heart that dictates your worth. How you treat people dictates your worth. Take your breather. So understand, you are valued, you are seen, you are heard, and you are loved by me. If no one else loves you, I love you. Do you hear me? Because I know what it's like not to be loved. So we don't do that here, okay? Now next is underleg jacks. We have underleg jack, Or here's our modification. We're gonna knock this out for 30 seconds, starting now, baby. Let's get it. But I hope that you understand you are valuable. You're going to have so many people that come in your life that try and break you down and tear you down or use you for whatever reason they want to. But I'm here to tell you right now, you are strong, you are resilient, you have conquered so many situations you never thought that you would. So don't you dare let anybody ever bring you down to a level where you feel like you don't matter. Don't ever. Because you should love yourself enough to know, guess what? I am a queen. Take your breather. I am a king. I refuse to let anyone shake who I am because they don't value me or because they don't see my worth, because they think I'm too fat, they think I'm too this, they think I'm too that. Baby, no. You are enough just the way that you are. So believe it, baby. Okay? But up next is going to be our eagles. Okay? We're going to knock this out for 30 seconds. Starting now. Let's get it. So we're stopping in the center. We're not clapping our hands. We're coming out. Squeeze those shoulder blades. In, out, okay? But listen, you can lose weight. You can do this. It's not going to be easy. It's not always going to be peaches and cream. It's going to get hard, especially if you're just starting out. I'm going to keep it real with you, baby. It's going to be hard. You're going to be miserable. You're going to be upset because take a breather. We got reach and step or reach. Okay, extend that oblique. But weight loss is hard. Because if you're used to over-consuming food and eating how you're not supposed to keep it real, it's going to suck like heck to start off and change how you eat. To be healthy, to eat those healthier choices. Let's reach and step. We've got 30 seconds of reach and step. Starting now. Because I can remember when I first started, I hated it. I was angry. I was miserable. Because I went from overeating to really watching how I ate. My first month, for real, I did a protein shake for breakfast, a protein shake for lunch, and a massive salad at dinner. I didn't break that. I lost 30 to 40 pounds in my first month, but I put in the work. I exercised. I drank like 2 gallons of water a day. If I was hungry, I would chew on a sugar-free popsicle. Take your breather. We're moving into 2. Round 2 of 3. But you have to be willing to understand that when you start this journey, it will be hard because you're used to being comfortable. You're used to making the unhealthy choices. You're used to going to McDonald's and getting a fast food meal instead of choosing, okay, let me get a salad. Let me go get whatever you need that's going to be healthy and fit your needs. If you're like, let me go get a double cheeseburger meal that's got 2 burgers, fries, and a drink because that's going to fill me up. And then you're going to get an apple pie or whatever. I'm promising you right now, when you start to make the decision to choose healthier options, you're going to start to see the changes that you're trying to attain. But you can't get pissed off and get your butt hurt because you're not getting results when you're not putting in the work. Because that's what's going to happen. You're like, why am I not losing weight? Because you're not making the changes. Well, let's go into our tapsies. We've got 30 seconds of tapsies. Starting now. That is down, out, up, in. Down, out, up, in. And a lot of people always ask me, one of my most common asked questions, how do you stay motivated? Many days I am not motivated. I'm going to keep it real. There's so many days I want to stay in my bed, have a pity party, eat sundaes, eat pizza, eat cookies, and not do a single thing. But I know if I do that, I won't get to where I need to go. Take your breather. So I pick myself up out of my bed, and I do what I need to do because I know I'll easily get back to being over 500 plus pounds if I revert back to my old ways because I want to emotionally eat. You have to be in control and understand some days you're not going to feel like it, but you're going to have to make yourself. There's how many days do you not want to go to work? But then bills have got to get paid, right? So you pick yourself up and you take yourself to work. Your health should be that much more important too. Your health is what's going to make you live. Have a healthy heart. Have a healthy life. You hate going to your job because you probably hate it. But you still make yourself get up and go because you still have to get your gas. You have to get your groceries. You got to pay your bills. Do you know that exercising for 1 hour a day is only 5% of your day? 5%. What do you want to do about it? We got out and ups next. We got 30 seconds of out and ups. Starting now. So you're going to start in the center. Out, in, up, down, out, in, up, down. And some people are like, oh, well, I'm just tired. You're tired when you go to work. You're having to take coffee. You're having energy drinks. You're doing all these things, but you're at work working. 5% of your day to exercise. What's up? What's up, little homie? You can do this. Stop making excuses and start realizing, baby, you can do this. Take your breather. But you're going to sweat. Your muscles might burn. You might get sore. You're going to have those moments, but that means that you're doing what you need to be doing for your body. Okay? You can do this. Stop beating yourself up and trying to run from what's going to make you better and extend your lifetime. It's time to do uppercuts. We got 30 seconds of uppercuts. Starting now. Like, figure out your why. Maybe you've got kids. Maybe you got grandkids. Maybe you have a spouse. Maybe you have something that's going to motivate you and be like, hey, this is what I need to do so I can have more time with them. This is what I need to do because I want to have kids. I want to have kids one day. If the Lord blesses me with that opportunity. If I don't, so be it. I'll just adopt, whatever. But at the end of the day, find your why. And if you don't have a why that's around you, take your breather, then you should be your why. Because no one will ever love you more than you love yourself. Do you hear me? I hope you hear me. But it's time to jump rope. We've got 30 seconds of jump rope. Let's get it. Option 1. Option 2, we're bouncing on our tippy toes. Option 3, no leg engagement. But welcome to Tuesday Seated Cardio with Nataushia. I am the Seated Cardio Queen. I do this Monday through Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, unless I state otherwise, on YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. This is something that makes my heart happy. I don't make money doing it. Take your breather because it's free. But I also know at the end of the day, I'm changing lives. I'm helping somebody help themselves. And to me, that is a really awesome thing to do. Whew. But it is time to backjack this bad boy out. We have got 30 seconds of backjacks, my little lovelies. Starting now. Option 1. Option 2, step, 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 step. Option 3, no legs. Because guess what? If you got mobility issues, if you're in a wheelchair, you're still included. Because guess what? This is all inclusive. And if you're not here in the beginning, I always provide different modifications so that if you are in a wheelchair, if you can't use your legs, I got you covered. Take your breather. Because I have so many friends now that have issues in that aspect or those sorts of limitations. But that's no excuse as to why you don't work out. We can do it together, all right? But what we're going to do is a cross knee tap to elbow. Whew, we got 30 seconds. Let's go. So cross knee tap, elbow. Cross knee tap, elbow. Or simply cross knee tap it if engaging those legs is a little bit of a challenge. Okay? And maybe reaching your elbow to knee is still a challenge. That's okay. That doesn't mean that you have to. The motion is everything, because I'm here to tell you every little bit of exercise in your weight loss journey does matter. I wasn't doing advanced exercises when I first started to do this. Take your breather. I wasn't able to do burpees. I wasn't able to do mountain climbers. I wasn't able to do push-ups. I wasn't able to do sit-ups. But what I didn't do is I didn't use it as an excuse as to not exercise. I can do standing burpees. I can do standing modified push-ups, sit-ups, mountain climbers. because I did research and I found it. But what you ain't got to do when you come on my platforms is you ain't got to look for an alternative. I provide it for you. So you have no excuse outside the fact, I just don't want to do it because I ain't ready yet. That's going to be your only excuse unless you have a medical condition. But we're going to go ahead and move into our chicken jacks. We've got 30 seconds of chicken jacks starting now. Option 1. Option 2, step, step, step. Option 3 is no legs. Okay, you ready to take it up a notch? Boom, boom, or boom. But I just want you all to see weight loss is possible. Weight loss is not easy. It does get easier. But I want to show and inspire the world that this can be your reality too. Maybe you can't run. Maybe you can't stand for long periods of time. But you can sit right here, take your breather. You can sit with me. You can work out with me. Maybe you have a partner. Maybe you have siblings, family members that want to do this with you. But this is free and we can do it together. And that's the beauty in this. Free of charge. Now, I won't be live Thursday. I will share a replay. You'll check my TikTok and my Facebook page because I will be traveling to Missouri because I have an event to attend this weekend. But it is now time for us to do our knee slicer. Whew, we have 30 seconds, knee slicer, starting now. Option 1, option 2, option 3. But I'm the type of person, even though I don't make anything doing this, I still make sure you guys are taken care of. So Thursday, while I'm traveling to Missouri, I'm going to share a seated cardio routine for you all to complete in place of the one that we would normally do. Because I want you guys to have every opportunity to get it in no matter what's going on. Take your breather. Because I mentioned this previously, but I've always remembered when I would be looking forward to a routine and my instructor wasn't there, it would like break my heart. I was like, man, I was so fired up about tonight, and then they cancel it. I'm letting you know it's going to be canceled, but I'm letting you know you have an option to complete it. But we've got 30 seconds. Block jacks. Let's go. Option 1. Option 2. Option 3. No legs. Now, I'm not a personal trainer, but what I am is somebody that's lost over 280 pounds. I am a former college athlete. I've been overweight my entire life. I remember when I was under the age of 10, my granny looked at my parents and told them I should be placed on weight loss medication because I was so fat at a kid's age. So I'm here to tell you right now, I've taken all my knowledge, all my experience, and I've created this. I was over 500 pounds in college, but I was still an athlete. I could squat over 550 pounds. I was benching close to 200 pounds. I've always been a thrower. But even though I'm big, I can get around. Praise God. I didn't have the mobility issues until I injured myself. So I want you to understand, I get what it's like to be overweight. So when I show these modifications, it's coming from an understanding perspective. So don't tell me that you can't do something when I'm giving you a modification, okay? But it is time to jog. We've got 30 seconds. Seated jog, starting now. So we have option 1. Option 2. You pick what works for you, okay? But I was a pretty stout girl. I've done basketball, as I mentioned. I played volleyball. I played football. It was powder puff flag football. But I would still clothesline and tackle people because I'm 5'10.5". I stopped growing in the 6th grade, so I've always been tall and big. Take your breather. So I can remember even when I was a freshman in high school, they would have all these bets. Oh, we can tackle her. No, bro. No, you can't tackle me. I would stick my arm out and they would just fall over. Because I'm not that type of person. Like, you ain't gonna, no, just no. I'm very competitive is what I'm trying to say. But we're gonna go into battle ropes. We've got 30 seconds of battle ropes. Starting now. So even though I'm not a personal trainer, I know what it's like to go through conditioning and make basketball teams and track teams. I was ranked in the top 5 in the state of Kentucky for discus. So like I kind of know a little bit about athletics. So that's how I created high intensity interval training, because I remember what it was like to have circuits in practice, to have circuits in lifting. Take a breather. So I use all of the knowledge that I have, and I have people all over the world telling me, oh my gosh, I've lost 22 pounds with you. I've lost 160 pounds with you. I've lost 10 pounds with you. I've lost 22 pounds with you. Because I know how to make it happen. Because I didn't have a coach in this journey. I was my coach. But it is time for us to go into our under leg jacks. We've got 30 seconds starting now, because having PCOS and insulin resistance, I can't consume carbs and sugars like a normal human. So I do 60 to 100 grams of protein, 50 net carbs, and 28 grams of sugar. Now, if going under your legs is a challenge, do this. All right? I promise you can do this. It's going to take work. It's going to take effort. You're going to have moments where you stall out and you don't be losing weight. Take your breather. You're going to have moments where you're like, man, am I really doing what I need to be doing? You're going to be questioning everything about your journey, because I remember I was stalled out at one point like 3 to 6 months. Wasn't losing weight. I was going to the gym. I was eating how I needed to eat. I was meal prepping. I was drinking my water. I was doing everything, but the scales weren't moving. Not moving. Let's go into our Eagles. We've got 30 seconds of Eagles. Starting now. Let's get it. But I was doing all that I could, but nothing was given. So what did I do? I found weight loss supplements. Now I'm down 41 pounds in 5 weeks' time, drinking some coffee and tea because it suppresses my appetite. It burns fat. It does all of the things that the gastric sleeve does without surgery. That's dope to me. I love it. But I've tried so many different products across my life. Take your breather. Because I'm all about finding tools. Gastric sleeve's a tool. Supplements are tools. GLP-1s are tools. All of these things are tools. How effective and how strong do you want to build your home? Do you want to build it on sand, or do you want a concrete structure? It's totally up to you the type of tools you want to utilize. It's reach and step time. We've got 30 seconds of reach and step. Let's go. Option 1. Option 2. You pick. We're about to move into our third and final round, but I want you to understand, you have someone that believes in you. You have someone that has been fighting their whole life to lose weight and get healthy. So guess what? We can fight together. We can lose weight together. We can stall together. We can gain weight together, because guess what? It's going to happen. It will. Take your breather. Last week, my uncle passed away. Last week, I went back to consuming things the way that I usually do. Eating macaroni and cheese, eating banana pudding, eating things that were not good for me because I was an emotionally unstable wreck. I'm keeping it 1,000, because guess what? I'm human. And I fell victim to my emotional eating habits, and I gained some weight. But from Sunday to today, I'm down 8 pounds because I'm doing what I need to do. From Sunday to Tuesday, I've lost 8 pounds drinking my coffee and my detox tea, and making my appetite suppression drops, taking my appetite suppression drops. We're moving to our third and final round. We're going to go on ahead and move into our tapsies. We've got 30 seconds. Let's go. Down, out, up, in. Down, out, up, in. But I love my tools. But what I love is also the fact that I can keep it real with you and tell you, hey, I was emotionally unstable because I lost my uncle last weekend, unexpectedly. But what I did is I realized, okay, you've put in this work, Nataushia. Don't keep going down this path. Once I stepped on that scale Sunday and seen what I weighed, I was like, ooh, no, we are back on track. So I started to eat right. Take your breather. And I hit the gym starting Sunday night. I ran 2 miles in less than 20 minutes. I think it was like around 18 minutes. I hit 2 miles. I done lifting, and then I went and done a sauna workout. Every night that I get off a live stream, I'm in the sauna doing body weight exercises, squats, modified mountain climbers, modified push-ups. I'm in the sauna working out. So I understand what you have to do to lose the weight, but I also know what happens when you don't do what you need to do to lose it. You're going to continue to gain, and then you're going to continue to go on this guilt tripping road. But it's time for us to go into our out and ups. We've got 30 seconds. Starting now. So out, in, up, down. I understand what it's like to fall down. So what I'm doing is I'm sharing, guess what? I'm a real person too. I'm just like you. We're all alike. We're all going through something. We are all battling something right now. Whether it's your finances, whether it's your relationship with your family, your kids, your loved one, your spouse, whatever. Your job, your best friend, take your breather, whatever. You're going through something. Maybe you're like, how am I gonna get through this? You're gonna keep showing up every day and you're not gonna throw in the towel and stay in your bed and have a pity party? Because that's not gonna get you anywhere but further down in that hole that you're currently in. Do you hear me? Y'all keep saying, I need your motivation. There's so many days I'm not motivated. And I just pick myself up and carry on because that's what you've got to do in life. It's time to do uppercuts. We've got 30 seconds of uppercuts starting now. And you might be like, well, Nataushia, you don't know what depression is. You don't know what anxiety is. You don't know what PTSD is. Yes, I do, because I have all of it. I sure do. I have trauma you don't know about. I know that you have trauma I don't know that you have. We all have trauma. But it's all about, are we going to continue to allow that to dictate our pathway? Or are we going to pick ourselves up and dictate our future? Are we going to let our life run us, or are we going to run the life that we have? Take your breather. We are in more control than what we realize, but we allow what has happened to us to hold us back so often because we're terrified of what is going to happen when things change. That's what I've realized. But it is time to do jump rope. We've got 30 seconds. Let's go. Option 1. Option 2. Option 3. But I've been through things y'all would not even believe. If I were to go on ahead and just rip off the Band-Aid and be like, yo, this has been my story. This is my story. Y'all might be like, oh my gosh. But then some of you all have been through worse situations, and I know that. So that's why now I'm private. But I know we're all going through something. Take your breather. But it ain't going to make us any better if we stay complacent. Because you're miserable right now, right? Most of us are miserable in our situation right now. I know we are. But if we throw in the towel now, we're going to stay miserable. And you deserve not to be miserable. I deserve not to be miserable. You are your why, believe it or not. I am my why. We've got this. You got this, and I believe in you. But it is time for us to do our back jacks. Woo! We got 30 seconds of back jacks starting now. Option 1. Option 2. Option 3, no legs. But maybe you're like, well, ma'am, I don't have a support system. My name is Nataushia, though, just so you know. But don't say you ain't got no support system. Because you landed on one of the most encouraging platforms you could find, whether you're on TikTok or Facebook. My YouTube's starting to grow, so there's sometimes encouraging when my normals are on there. Take your breather. But if you're on my TikTok or my Facebook, I can tell you right now, baby, you're going to have people praying for you. You're going to have people welcoming you in. You're going to have people there for you to encourage you. All of the things. You're not alone. Not no more. Okay? But it is time for us to go into our cross knee tap elbow. We've got 30 seconds. Let's go. Option 1. Or option 2. But I literally have been through so many things, and I actually had some one-on-ones today. And one of the main questions that I'm consistently asked is, how do you stay motivated? And I've answered that so many times tonight, so I hope you hear me. Because I promise, Take a breather. It gets real hard. It gets really hard when life gets hard. It gets really hard when you don't know how you're going to pay your bills. It gets really hard when you feel like you're losing everything around you and your whole world's falling apart, but you still got to show up because you know if you don't, it ain't going to get better for you. I'm speaking from experience. I hope you understand that you are capable and you are more powerful than what you give yourself credit for. Because 3 months ago, you was in a situation you never thought you'd get out of. It's chicken jack time. We've got 30 seconds of chicken jacks. Starting now. Option 1. Option 2. Option 3. We have all gone through heck and back, y'all. But it's all about how we continue to move forward. If we don't keep showing up, that's it. It's over. You're going to stay in that hole and it's not going to get better. You're going to stay miserable. You're going to stay depressed. You're going to stay in this pity party that you don't need to be in. And I'm going to also tell you, losing weight is not going to make you happy. Take your breather. I've lost over 280 pounds. It makes me feel more confident, but it did not make me happy. It did not make me love me more. You have to learn that it is a mental situation. It's knee slicer slam time. Whew, we got 30 seconds. Let's go. Option 1. Option 2. Option 3. Now I'm in therapy. Praise God, I have an amazing therapist. And I'm thankful that I do. Because your mental health is what's going to make you happy. A lot of us have a lot of unhealed trauma. A lot of unhealed situations that continue to bring us down because we don't have the proper healing. Losing weight's great. Take your breather. Getting confidence is great. Awesome. Been there, done it. But it doesn't cure the root of all your issues and your situations. Mental health matters. Just like you matter. And I know you've been through it and you continue to go through it. But I know you can do this. Let's block jack it out though. We've got 30 seconds of block jacks. Let's go. Option 1. Option 2. Option 3, no legs. But if you don't know me and you are brand new and popping on, my name is Nataushia. I do seated cardio Monday through Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's currently 7:47 Eastern Standard Time. I started at 7 p.m., so I don't know your time zone. But that's what I do, and it's free. Take your breather. But if you all don't know, I am a top 5 nominee for the Cheer Choice Awards under the Fitness Award category. I don't have a job. I've been trying to find a job. So I've created a GoFundMe in order to try and get me there. It's pinned to my Linktree account. If you feel led, please help me get to where I'm trying to get to in April because I'm running out of time and I don't have the funds. But if you all can help me, I would be super greatly appreciative, okay? But let's go on ahead and move into our jog. We've got 30 seconds. Starting now. I've had many job interviews. I went through the process. I've been told, oh, you scored above average in the assessment. But I don't have a job. But I have seated cardio that I provide free of charge every Monday through Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and keep showing up even in the midst of my own struggles. So if I can't do anything more, at least I can give you a routine where you can pump it up, take that breather. Hi Karen, I see you girl. My TikTok moderator just popped on. We're gonna move into battle ropes up next. We are almost done. Then I'll conclude our routine and I'm gonna go hit the gym again. I've been putting it in, that's how I'm down 8 pounds in 3 days. Because I've changed my lifestyle yet again and stopped eating how I didn't need to eat. And because my coffee and tea is keeping my appetite so suppressed that I don't ever want to eat. Let's do these underleg jacks. And again, if you want access to my supplements, I am running a global-based company. So I don't care where you are. If you want some of what I got, it's on my Linktree account. And you can get some. It's Delgada and ISO. If you have issues with sucralose, I'm going to let you know right now there's sucralose in the tea, but there's not any in the coffee. Take your breather. Or in the unflavored tea. But thank you guys so much for being here. I think I said take your breather if I didn't take it. Up next is going to be our Eagles. All right, let's eagle it out. We got 30 seconds. Let's go. Let's go. But thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for all of the follows. Thank you for all of the gifts. Thank you for all of the shares. Now, starting next Monday, I am going to start doing a drawing again. That will allow you to get a 15-minute one-on-one session with me via video chat. Or what I'm also going to do, in addition to that 15-minute chat, take your breather. Actually, what I am going to do is I'm going to give you access to a 15-minute one-on-one video session with me. You have to have Zoom or Facebook. I'm also going to send you out a sample pack of my tea. Okay? So, starting next week, that's what I'm going to start doing. Just a heads up. Okay? We're moving into our reach and step. We've got 30 seconds. Let's go. So, if you can't step, guess what? You're going to reach. But extend that oblique. You got it. But thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of the love. Thank you for doing what it is that you guys do to support me in whatever capacity that may be. Maybe that's you just sitting here watching. Maybe that's you sitting here participating, watching, and answering questions. Maybe that's you hitting share. Maybe that's you tapping on the screen and giving me likes. Take a breather. Whatever capacity you are here for, thank you. But we're going to go ahead and stretch it out. Bring that left arm across your body. Hi, guys. Hi. Can y'all hear me when I whisper? Can you hear me when I whisper? I love this microphone that Meg got me. And it's so crazy to me because I literally wanted one so bad, but I have priorities. Let's switch sides. But I have all of these priorities. Like I have to get my groceries. I have to get gas. I have to pay for my bills. So I've not been getting the little bitty things that I wanted. And by the grace of God, I guess God answered my prayers for real. Because I got a microphone that I've been eyeballing on the TikTok shop. And it's so dope. Highly suggest one. Let's go ahead and bring our arms down. Now, we're going to bring our arms in behind our head. If you can't do it this way, please don't be sad. I got you covered, baby. And unlock your hands in front of you. Hold your hands. If I was there, I would hold your hand and give you a big old hug. Pull it in behind and pull over or up, over. Pick your sides. But let's get it. But listen, I'm very much a believer because I know for a fact I would not be where I'm at right now. I don't care what you believe. I don't care anything about what you do in your life. As long as you have a good heart, you can be right here. But I know for a fact I'm grateful as heck for God right now because I have been so all over the place emotionally with everything that I'm dealing with. Let's switch sides. That I know if I weren't fixated on Him, I would not be halfway okay right now. Let's take that right leg, stick it out in front of us. Ooh, I'm sweaty. I am glistening like Edward Cullen. Well, maybe not Edward Cullen. We're going to say like Bella after she like transitioned. Because, I mean, I'm not a man. I'm sorry. Let's bring our arms down. So, you're going to walk your way down your right leg. Now, if you can't take it to your toe, that's okay. I'm going to keep it real. I can feel it right here. All right, so you give me what you got. But yes, I am absolutely sweaty and gross right now, and I love it. I love when I sweat. That sounds weird. But it makes me feel like, bet, I did it. I did my workout. I sure did. Well, let's come up and switch sides. Now, this is going to be our last stretch. Now we're about to go into a breathing exercise. You will be in control of your breathing, okay? Absolutely amazing job tonight for my first timers. I am so proud of each and every single one of you because I know I got me some first timers on here, don't I? Let me see them reactions, TikTok. Are you a first timer? Oh, let's come up. Awesome. I love it. So what we're going to do is you're going to spread your little leggies. You're going to inhale up through your nostril holes. Hold your little breath right here. Exhale out down through your mouth. You're going to do a total of 3. You're in control of your breathing. Let's get it, sweetheart. One. 2. One more. 3. I just realized I did not take a single sippity sip this whole time. I think I got sweaty because my shorts are nice and wet. Yes, they are. Lord have mercy. It looks like I peed myself, so you know I got it in tonight. I sure enough did. Let me adjust y'all so I can see y'all. Hi, TikTok. Thank you, and you're very welcome. Oh, Tammy, hope you feel better soon. I will read the comments on Facebook shortly. Now, YouTube, I am going to go ahead and enter a live stream. I'll be on TikTok and Facebook. Bless y'all. See y'all next time.